Fortunately, we have 2 reported fatalities to civilians, unknown cause at this time, and we do have a number of significant injuries.
The city of Los Angeles has a way of bringing out the best and worst in its celebrities, especially when a crisis hits. Over the last few weeks, Southern California has faced an alarming wave of brush fires, sending residents into a frenzy of evacuations and desperate pleas for safety. Within this climate of widespread fear, one reality TV personality managed to ignite an entire social media storm. Drea Michelle, known for her stint on Basketball Wives, posted what many deemed an ill-timed, tone-deaf promotion in the midst of the chaos. It might have been a well-intentioned post about air purifiers, but the backlash online was immediate, fierce, and far-reaching. Even though Drea Michelle has been no stranger to controversy, she's faced drama over the years for everything from relationship issues to parenting criticisms. This time, the stakes felt higher. People's homes were in real danger. Entire neighborhoods were going up in smoke, and families were frantically escaping blazing infernos. In such a moment, Michelle's brand deal post about an air purifier felt off, to say the least. Let's break down exactly what went down, why fans found the promotional content so unsettling, and how Drea has responded.
Strong winds returning to Los Angeles, potentially creating another dangerous situation amid these wildfires, many of which are still burning.
Before diving into Drea's role in all this, we need to paint the picture of the wildfires scorching the Los Angeles area. This wasn't just another typical wildfire season. Families were forced to flee at a moment's notice. Celebrities posted harrowing videos of smoke-filled canyons, and local authorities issued urgent evacuation orders. Social media became a hub of frantic calls for prayers, donations, and support, as people tried to protect both their property and their loved ones.
I don't have a home anymore. My house is gone. It's literally gone. I've been crying all night.
From Hollywood Hills to the outskirts of Ventura County, entire communities felt the heat, quite literally. Personal accounts spread through Instagram stories, Twitter threads, and Facebook updates. Folks were exchanging tips about protective face masks and how to keep ash from seeping into their houses. Meanwhile, relief organizations were mobilizing, and local newscasts were offering round-the-clock coverage of containment lines. It was amid this heightened sense of collective anxiety that Drea Michelle decided to share a brand partnership promoting an air purifier. On a normal day, maybe this post wouldn't have made much of a splash, but timing is everything. Drea Michelle's social media feed has always been a carefully curated blend of fashion, lifestyle, and brand deals, fairly typical for a reality star turned influencer. On an afternoon that found many Angelenos either fleeing for safety or glued to news updates, Drea hopped onto social media to announce a new product she was pushing, the Serenity Air Purifier. She accompanied it with a caption that described how it was a must-have in times like these, referencing the smoky air, but it came across as a casual advertisement rather than an expression of true concern for the crisis.
While we were standing here, the fire jumped from that side of the street to right behind us. It is moving that fast now.
Instantly, screenshots of her post went viral on Twitter. People were angrily tweeting that while houses burned and firefighters risked their lives, Drea was effectively telling them to get an air purifier. One tweet read, "Girl, we need shelter and water, not a promo code for an overpriced gadget." Another user wrote, "Celebrities can be out of touch. We're choking on smoke, and she wants us to buy an air purifier." News outlets like Page 6 and Yahoo quickly caught on, publishing articles with headlines that declared Drea's move tone deaf, insensitive, or misguided. Even mainstream coverage from Complex and Parade singled out Drea's post as a prime example of failing to read the room.
It's sad. It's just, I don't know what to do. Now they're waking up to which way the wind blows.
This looks like a movie set. Unfortunately, this is real.
Some might wonder, if an air purifier helps people breathe cleaner air during smoky conditions, why is this such a problem? After all, in a city dealing with poor air quality from fires, An air purifier might be practical. The main issue was the sales pitch. People were losing their homes, and Drea's post came off more like a brand endorsement than heartfelt empathy. It's not that the product was irrelevant. It's that her approach was jarring, reminiscent of influencers who hawk detox tea or lip kits during natural disasters. Critics labeled it opportunistic. One exasperated follower wrote on Reddit, "We can't even step outside without worrying about our home burning down." But Drea is worried about her next sponsorship check.
It's literally on fire on both sides. I thought it was just a canyon across my house, but
we're trying to save our pets, and
we can't get into
our house.
Additionally, folks felt that if Drea truly wanted to help, she could have pivoted her platform towards fundraising for displaced residents, highlighting donation opportunities, or at least offering sincere solidarity with those at risk. Instead, she plastered a promotional code for a product that many suspected she was paid to advertise. This blatant commercial tone only amplified the cringe factor. For context, Drea Michelle's entire brand is built on her fashion lines, lifestyle posts, and general influencer marketing. She's launched swimwear lines and collaborated with numerous brands, so plugging products on social media is practically her bread and butter. Usually, fans shrug it off or even applaud her hustle. But with LA literally up in flames, the timing struck many as poor taste.
Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm Drea Michelle, and this video is sponsored by Fabletics. Alright, so new month, new everything.
This wasn't Drea's first clash with public opinion. She faced criticism in the past about her parenting approach, when she candidly discussed leaving her child alone. She also endured on-camera fights while filming Basketball Wives, which showcased her no-nonsense attitude. Over time, she's done damage control, rebranding herself from messy drama star to savvy businesswoman. But old controversies have a way of resurfacing when new ones pop up. So critics love to remind everyone about her track record whenever she stumbles.
Do you want any more kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one.
The air purifier fiasco, some say, might overshadow Drea's entrepreneurial achievements. Others, however, argue she's always been an opportunist. So what's the difference this time? The Drea Michelle situation also touches on a larger cultural conversation. What do we expect from celebrities when tragedy strikes? From wildfires to hurricanes, people often look to stars for emotional support or philanthropic efforts. We see some making big donations, or at least using their megaphones to share vital relief information.
We don't want to leave or be away from here. We just want to be up here and help wherever we can. We want to be a part of.
In Los Angeles, many stars have stepped up, uploading resources for volunteering, encouraging donations, or simply offering heartfelt messages of solidarity. In that context, an ad about an air purifier, no matter how arguably helpful, felt tone-deaf, a phrase repeated across headlines. While Drea likely saw it as marketing synergy, followers felt she trivialized a life-threatening situation by turning it into a product endorsement.
We try to stay off the internet and not really listen to that kind of stuff.
We also don't care.
Social media is where the fire truly raged. Within hours of Drea's post, critics assembled on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Memes circulated, mocking a "buy this air purifier if you're scared of the flames" vibe. Influencer drama watchers on TikTok compiled video timelines of Drea's controversies, with the LA fires fiasco capping them off. Yet, not everyone dragged her. A small segment of fans defended her, pointing out that an air purifier might indeed help with smoke inhalation. She's got a right to promote her brand deals, argued one Instagram user. Y'all cancel people for everything these days. But these defenders were overshadowed by the flood of condemnation.
How long was your life as a stripper?
I stripped for a few years. Kind of like off and on, just whenever I needed something.
Moments like this underscore how swiftly narratives form in real time on social media. Whether or not Drea realized how her post would be interpreted, once the social sphere latches onto a story, the echo chamber can be relentless. At first, Drea seemed to ignore the frenzy. She posted a few Instagram stories showing behind-the-scenes glimpses of her day, unrelated to the fires or air purifiers. When the outcry got loud enough, she disabled comments on some posts. Then, a day or two later, she tried to clarify.
Definitely well after. And, yeah.
Was he still wounded? Was he still going through probation at that point?
I mean, he was touched by the situation.
Leaning on Instagram once again, Drea gave a brief statement saying she empathized with people affected by the fires. She claimed she only wanted to provide a helpful recommendation for dealing with smoky indoor air. But critics found her statement lacking. She didn't offer any apology for the initial timing or mention any donation to relief efforts. Thus, the explanation only lightly cooled the flames. Some insiders claim Drea was freaked out by the magnitude of the backlash. She apparently told close friends she never expected people to be so sensitive. However, if that's her genuine view, it highlights the disconnect between brand influencer marketing and real-world tragedies.
How have you been?
Very good.
How's Orlando doing?
Oh, he's great. Recovering just fine.
This incident is not just about Drea. It underscores a widespread phenomenon. Social media influencers pushing content or products even when a crisis is at hand. Many consumers resent what they see as empty gestures or exploitative behavior. In the wake of the LA fires, local community leaders hammered home the importance of empathy, encouraging people to donate to reputable charities or offer their homes to evacuees. Meanwhile, Drea's brand post inadvertently served as an example of what not to do. Observers say it's a lesson to all influencers. Be mindful of your surroundings, check current events, and read the room before you hit post.
I think it's fair to call this a flash mob of friendship and faith, and I want you to just take a look at what's going on.
Following the controversy, Drea's brand endorsements might take a small hit. Usually, companies avoid partnering with talents who attract negative press, at least until the fiasco settles. She might have to sharpen her PR strategy, focusing on damage control or pivoting to philanthropic gestures so she's not labeled as insensitive. Some industry watchers predict that she might partner with a relief organization or host a charity event, attempting to show genuine concern for fire victims. It's not cynical to say that such moves often help celebrities rehab their image in the public eye. However, Drea's star power has proven resilient. She's survived multiple controversies, from basketball wives drama to personal missteps, and always found a path to rebranding. Could she do it again? Almost certainly, yes. But the question remains, will this fiasco linger, causing lasting reputational damage, or fade as soon as the next celebrity scandal drops?
Behind us on Enchanted Way, there's probably 4 homes that were lost.
Drea's fiasco represents a broader tension in modern celebrity culture. The line between influencer hustle and exploiting tragedy. Typically, a brand endorsement is harmless. But when the environment itself is in a crisis, like thick smoke from raging fires, fans expect more sincerity. People want to see genuine sympathy, practical help, or, at the very least, appropriate timing. For Drea, it's a lesson about nuance. A simple post that might have garnered likes and modest sales in calmer times turned into a symbol of disconnect. Observers in marketing fields highlight the importance of a crisis communication strategy for celebrities. That means evaluating your planned content, adjusting your voice, or even skipping the scheduled post altogether.
As you know, where I live is on fire right now. Literally, the entire city of the Pacific Palisades is burning.
What does it really mean to practice compassion when your city is under duress? For celebrities, it's about empathy in action, posting emergency resources, fundraising, uplifting the voices of those who are suffering, or even just sharing solidarity. Fans don't expect them to solve everything, but they also don't want them to appear indifferent or exploitative. In Drea's case, many would have appreciated a toned-down approach. Instead of pushing a brand code, she could have posted something like, "Stay safe, LA. I partnered with a local company that's offering free air filters for families in need. DM if you or your neighbors are suffering from severe smoke." That at least would have sounded more altruistic bridging promotion with genuine concern.
Try to stay off the internet and not really listen to that kind of stuff.
We also don't care.
We block it out and we mind our business.
Since Drea's misstep, major entertainment outlets from the news to Parade carried stories with headlines like, "Tone-deaf Drea Michelle under fire." The alliteration alone shows how easily a celebrity's brand can pivot from glamorous to clueless. The coverage was so extensive that casual fans who'd never heard of Drea might now only know her for the fiasco. Yet, public memory can be short. If Drea plays her cards right, like addressing the issue directly with heartfelt empathy, this scandal might fade behind her next reality show storyline or fashion collab. After all, showbiz thrives on the next big drama.
I'm gonna say I'm not finished with the same athlete that I've been dealing with.
You're not finished with the same athlete you've been dealing with.
One potential path forward. Drea could stand up at a local community center or philanthropic event, publicly acknowledging her mistake, and then highlight nonprofits aiding in the wildfire crisis. She can do an Instagram Live from a volunteer site, encouraging her followers to donate. If her original intention truly was to help people breathe cleaner air, she can still make that happen in a more charitable, authentic way. Maybe by donating purifiers to families impacted by the smoke. Given her track record, redemption arcs aren't new in the realm of reality stars. They slip up, own it, pivot, and come back with a rebranded line of something that resonates with fans again.
I'll be popping in and out, you know. Not so much the focus on me, but I'll be making a few appearances on there.
While Drea's name splashed across headlines, let's not forget the actual tragedy. The fires left many families uncertain about their future. The noise around Drea's faux pas could overshadow the plight of thousands dealing with real devastation. Residents in hillside communities watched their houses go up in flames, and local shelters scrambled to accommodate newly homeless families. In a sense, Drea's story exemplifies how celebrity gossip can overshadow real issues. While we debate her tone-deaf post, entire neighborhoods remain on edge, waiting for the next wave of fires or the shifting wind patterns.
I'm pointing to a street where a friend of mine lived and she died in the fire. Right up there. So coming down here and seeing it.
Drea's situation also highlights that tension many influencers face, balancing the demands of brand obligations with the sensitivity needed during emergencies. She might have had a contractual requirement to post about this air purifier, but her approach was out of sync with the city's emotional climate. It's a cautionary tale for all public figures. When crises strike, reevaluate your content. Something as simple as a scheduling shift or a rephrased message can avoid PR disasters.
The Eaton fire remains estimated to be 10,600 acres, and we have 0% containment.
So, is Drea Michelle truly tone-deaf, or did she just misjudge the moment? What's your take? Do you think Drea deserves the heat she's getting, or are people blowing this out of proportion? Let us know in the comments below, because your voice matters in these pop culture debates. Share your thoughts on celebrity responsibility during real-world emergencies. Should influencers adapt their content when tragedy strikes, or is business just business? While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Celeb Titbits for more hot takes and deep dives into the world of Hollywood and hip-hop.